the GOAT, John Cena and AJ Styles giving us a classic.
Oh my gosh. Who would have thought? At the beginning of this year when John Cena turned heel, the narrative around Cena was that he was washed, that his best matches were behind him. He couldn't hack it in the ring anymore. But ever since he's turned babyface, I mean, the guy has not had a bad match whatsoever. I mean, ever since probably WrestleMania this past year, I feel like he hasn't had a bad match. I mean,
Yeah, because even his matches at Backlash and Night of Champions, like I mean, of course they weren't like all timers, but like those were good, solid matches.
right. He had one match with R-Truth that obviously, like, it was not going to be a banger. But besides that R-Truth match on Saturday Night's Main Event a couple months ago, I mean, John Cena has put out, and I'm going to quote Sheamus here, banger after banger after banger
Yeah,
after banger.
yeah, no, you can tell he's been going all out, and that match at WrestlePalooza never happened. That match did not happen.
Right. Well, I would say that's probably been, since the match with R-Truth, probably been, the second worst of his run here. Besides that WrestleMania match too. But man, John Cena. I felt like I talked with you about this off the record. I think yesterday. Really think if he wanted to, he could perform at a high level at least one more year, if not 2 more years, if
Yeah,
he wanted to.
you owe that man an apology.
Oh yeah, because I was totally on the John Cena's washed, subscriber list. I was saying he was washed. He can't hack it anymore. I mean, look at what he was producing. Look at when he lost to Austin Theory at WrestleMania 3 years ago. What kind of match was that? It was horrible.
Yeah, yeah, no,
I mean,
yeah,
he couldn't do anything in the ring because he was so tied up into his filming career that he couldn't risk the possibility of getting hurt. And yeah, he's still making movies, but the guy's going all out for this retirement tour towards the later half here.
and
And
and and you could tell that he knows the heel run was a failure. So you could
yeah,
tell like he's doing everything he can to like make up for the first half, and I think he's done like a great job because it's like you said, outside of like the Brock match since he's been a babyface, like dude, he's been putting on like classics, and I think he's gotten people to open their eyes, like oh shoot,
yeah,
like forgive
exactly,
me, I thought this guy was washed. Never mind, he still
exactly,
got it.
exactly. Currently watching the Dodgers. Oh, Freddie
Go
Freeman
blue.
home run! Freddie
Oh,
Freeman home run in Game One versus the Brewers. Top of the
get
sixth.
back, get back on top. How do I mute
Freddie
this
Freeman
guy?
home
How
run.
how do I
Let's
mute
go
this guy?
Dodgers.
How do
This
I
is an
mute this
LA
guy?
sport. This is not the LA Sports Roundup. Oh, this is Wrestling with Ryan. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can talk about that in your other pod.
Oh yes, exactly.
And I'm fine. Like, of course, like you do. I'm not gonna get like upset because it's like you're still doing what you do. But come on, we talking wrestling right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Yes, we are talking wrestling. I will say this. I would like to do right now is kind of rank after. We're not going to count the WrestleMania match with Cody. I think probably let's say okay, his match with Randy was good, right? It was kind of like the first, like, oh my god, like, okay, yeah, like he kind of, at least we thought at the time of, oh, maybe this is the best John Cena can do. I would give that probably a C plus, a B minus grade. The match with Punk, probably B plus, right?
Oh yeah,
The tag team match with Logan Paul and Jey Uso and Roman, was it Jey Uso and Roman?
Cody,
Cody.
Cody, Cody.
Yeah, that was okay. That was whatever. That was whatever. But the
Okay,
Logan
yeah,
Paul match,
because you had Logan Paul in that match. That's
wow,
why that match was
future world champion, but I digress.
no, no,
Yeah.
no,
um,
no. I'll never. If you guys haven't noticed, I'll never shy away from an opportunity to talk crap about Logan Paul.
oh, because Ryan loves Logan Paul.
No, I
Salt
hate
of
him.
the earth guy.
I
But
hate him.
the one-on-one match with Logan Paul, excellent.
Oh yeah, no, that match was great. I think like seeing it hit like some moves, it's like damn, like it makes you wonder, like not even talking to like this whole time, just talking like his whole career in general. Just imagine the the matches and like the quality of the matches he would have had if he wasn't held back in terms of his moveset.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But then his match with Cody, where he lost the title, started bringing
That
me horrible memories. But for you, but A plus, A plus.
that match was, and I think the one thing that really helped was having the stipulation. I think that really helped that match a lot,
Yeah.
and like I think that match also showed like because that match was almost like 40 minutes, so I
Right.
think that match also showed like okay, Cena can not only go but he can wrestle long matches. Like he's not just like 15, 20 minutes tops. Like no, he proved like he could still wrestle like 30 plus.
Exactly. That was the first time where it really opened our eyes, thinking like, man, that's a throwback John Cena match.
Yeah,
Like,
you know that match felt like it kind of reminded me of even though I haven't like I was like super young at the time, but it kind of reminded me of like his I Quit match with JBL in terms of
oh
like the
yeah,
intensity and
yeah,
aggressiveness.
yeah.
And I
Without the
think
blood.
that yeah, and I think that was like the first big match that Cena had where people were like, okay,
Yeah,
this guy, I think this
yeah.
guy is the future. Yeah,
Right, right, exactly. And that's where it really opened my eyes to that match with that JBL match back in 2006. We're like, oh wow, John Cena can really like, be aggressive here. But going back to his current run here, I think the match with Sami Zayn, excellent. Probably a B
um,
minus,
especially
B
with it being
plus.
on a SmackDown.
Exactly.
Like that match was insane, especially for it being on a SmackDown.
Yeah,
And like for that being Cena's last SmackDown ever, he really went out with the bang. Like I don't think there's a better way he could have ended his his time on SmackDown.
exactly. Yeah. And then what else am I forgetting here? The match with Brock is, it was whatever. It is what it is. I can give that a D plus. It didn't stink up the joint, but also it wasn't great. Um,
Yes.
you know, and now you have this match, that we just saw. It against AJ Styles.
Yeah, I remember because I had watched it. And you're like, I haven't watched it yet. I have to watch it back. And then after you watched it, you
Yeah.
text me. You're just like, wow,
Yeah. I mean, if the match with Cody's an A plus, I don't even know what to give this grade because A
dude,
plus plus.
dude, this match was like it was incredible. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's just a finisher fest."
No, it wasn't.
No, you're not a real wrestling fan if you think that. This was like legit. This was poetry. This was literally
It
a
really
love letter
was.
to wrestling.
The callbacks to all the different finishers, and I know John Cena's been doing that lately in his matches, but he really went all out with it. I mean, come on now, the Sister Abigail was emotional.
Oh, dude, he hit that. I don't think outside of Bray, I don't think I've ever seen a Sister Abigail hit so cleanly and smoothly than the
Yeah,
one John Cena did.
and the little smirk he had on his face, like before he kissed AJ Styles on the forehead.
And then like,
Uh,
he got all the fireflies came out. That was a beautiful sight.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and only really John Cena could have pulled that off. Like nobody else could have done that besides
Yeah,
maybe Bo Dallas.
yeah,
You know?
but like given the history, it's like yeah, Cena is like the one guy that could do it given his history because he did a lot. Because Michael Cole had even mentioned, be like, oh yeah, you know, he played a big part in Bray's career. Like when he was coming up through like development and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Cena was
I
like one
mean,
of the guys that was like kind of like helping him out and stuff.
they wrestled WrestleMania two WrestleManias together. One at WrestleMania 20,
30, 30.
30, WrestleMania
Yes.
30, and then they were supposed to have another match at WrestleMania 37, but then it ended up being the Firefly Funhouse match because of COVID.
Yeah, the COVID one, the WrestleMania 36.
hmm So two WrestleManias together. I don't know if John Cena's wrestled opponent two times at WrestleMania besides Bray Wyatt.
The Rock.
The Rock, yes, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah. Aside from them, yeah.
yeah.
And not to go too much off a tangent, but that Firefly Funhouse, that that match was it was a beautiful sight to see that match.
Well, I don't even know if I can call it a match. The Firefly
What?
Funhouse.
Yeah,
It was just a weird dream sequence. I would say.
but I do think the storytelling in that match was like amazing.
Right. It was. It was.
So, but yeah, anyway, going back on topic. Yeah, no, this match with John Cena and AJ Styles, I know, and you know what they usually say? They're like, oh, when it's the last match, be like, oh, this will probably ruin their legacy or ruin their rivalry.
No.
No, Cena and
No.
Styles, they literally like put it all out. They've had 5 matches together. All of them
All
have been great.
bangers. And I
All
feel
of them
like
have been
each of
great.
them better than the others. I mean, except
Yes,
Royal Rumble will always be like their top match
yeah,
together.
and I appreciate that. Like, just like at the Royal Rumble, they never left the ring. Crown Jewel, they never left the ring.
Exactly. An
They
homage
literally
to
did
that.
it all inside the ring, which I was like, that's so hard to do. To
Wow.
not only just to have like an entire match inside the ring, but also the storytelling, keeping it all inside the ring. That is not easy to pull off. So you got to give credit
No, it's
to
not.
Cena and Styles for being able to tell the story without leaving the ring.
Exactly. And kudos to AJ Styles too for pulling off, a banger of a match as well. John Cena just didn't go out there and wrestle a broomstick. I mean, AJ Styles is one of the greatest. He is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
Um,
and I know AJ Styles, like, he's still a great wrestler, but I know some of his matches this year maybe haven't hit like they used to. This was like the old AJ Styles.
exactly. AJ Styles coming out in his old TNA gear,
I know that was a surprise to see. I was just like, what, the shorts,
the shorts.
and
Yeah.
then the intro that Cena wrote for him.
Oh, yeah, very touching. I think AJ
The
Styles didn't know that was coming.
he didn't. It is
Yeah.
the true definition of total nonstop action.
The
The
face that runs.
final
Yeah.
the final and ultimate boss of the Bullet Club. You even saw AJ. He was like, "Oh shit!" You see his mouth. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
no, the match was great. Apparently, Cena and Styles got a standing ovation when they got to the back. And in my head, I'm like, dude, that's a well deserved standing ovation. Like,
I mean, these guys could have been the main event.
oh, honestly, they could have. And I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter and Instagram saying, this, if this was John Cena's retirement match, I don't think anybody would have complained.
Right, exactly. What a beautiful homage to their past, beautiful homage to Cena's past with the wrestlers that he's faced.
Yeah.
Just a love letter to wrestling. And
Yeah, and
we're gonna look back.
it was cool to almost see him hit the 619.
Oh,
Almost hit it.
almost.
That dude, the
Well,
fact.
we can talk about it, dude. There might be some foreshadowing in that now. I've always been the skeptical one saying no, it's not going to happen, but we're kind of coming to a point where it kind of looks like it might be happening, where it's going to be John Cena going for the elusive Intercontinental Championship against one Dominic Dirty Dom Mysterio.
And it sounds like the plan is going to be a Survivor Series, which is something totally different than, because literally, like, up until recently, we were convinced that Cena was going to be part of the War Games match.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, like, I mean, I still love if he was, but if he faces Dom at Survivor Series and we're going to be there, like, especially if he wins the IC title, oh, you already know I'm going to lose it.
If he wins the IC title at Survivor Series, then you could have the distinct honor of saying you saw him win number 18.
17.
Or
I saw him
sorry,
win
17.
17,
Yeah.
the IC title, and on top of that, I'm seeing his last match too.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, no, again, just we'll move on to like the other match on the card, but no, but John Cena and AJ Styles, kudos to you two. Like,
Right.
this is a banger. This is like
Exactly.
this is an absolute classic, and people are calling it match of the year. I got to agree.
I agree too. Now, it's been rumored, quickly, before we move off of John Cena, that Gunther is going to be his last opponent. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. But I sent you something, and I guess it's gained traction that there's a lot of word going around that Seth might be his last opponent now.
Yeah, that definitely.
So we don't know for sure, but I told you, cause this isn't just because I love Seth too, but like, I would much rather see Seth be Cena's last opponent than Gunther.
I mean, we can move on to Seth now. I mean, Seth